How many of you guys have sat down to do your makeup, followed every step, and it still doesn't look the way you wanted it to? Okay, that ends today. Hi, friends. I am going to walk you through how to do your makeup step by step. So grab a pen and paper for this one and have a seat. We're going over four parts. We're going over foundation base, eyes, we're going over lips, and finishing touches. I'll have timestamps below for you, but without further ado, let's get started. Starting off with some skin prep, I know you want to skip this, but I'm telling you, your makeup is only going to be as good as your skincare, so prep your skin. I'm applying the Refi Glow Sculpt Primer. I really like the grip on this primer, and for someone who has combination oily skin, this isn't too glowy, which is nice. No crusty lips in 2026, so butter them up. For a long lasting, flawless base, spritz some setting spray on before foundation for extra grip insurance, especially if you have oily skin. Use the fan to dry it down, give it some tackiness, and let's move on to makeup. The first thing is to cancel out any discoloration around the mouth, under the eyes, the perimeter of your forehead. Apply enough color corrector to slightly cancel out the darkness, not too much to where you look orange. If you don't have a color corrector, try a peach or red lipstick depending on how much darkness you need to cancel out. With a small fluffy brush, use a fast circular motion to evenly spread out the corrector just like so. You see how this corrector dimmed down my shadows are on my mouth, under my eyes, but I have this brightening lit from within look as well. So when I apply foundation, chef's kiss. Getting into foundation, I'm opting for a tinted moisturizer, but use whatever you'd like. I'm gonna show you two methods depending on what kind of coverage you'd like. The first brush was a stippling brush, and this is a fluffy brush. This fluffy foundation brush will give you that light, clean girl soft coverage. Let me show you. You can see how quick this brush disperses the product. This shade match is great, so it's my skin, but better. If you want more of a medium to fuller coverage, use a dense stippling brush and you are going to stipple or tap on the product. This will give you more of a glam look. So medium coverage with the stippling brush and light coverage here with the fluffy brush. So pick and choose your coverage. I'm going to do a medium to fuller coverage, so I will be using the stippling brush. I will link products below in the description for you guys to check out. The reason why I recommend a tapping application for foundation is because it's more beginner friendly, and in my opinion, it gives a better finish. When you are applying concealer under your eyes, do not apply the concealer directly under your eye, touching the bottom lash line. Leave some space in between to give you opportunity to blend it up. This will give you a more natural look. That way, your under eye makeup doesn't look heavier than what it is, and less creasing, which is always nice. When you look at your face, what are the areas you want to brighten and add a little bit more coverage? That is where you're going to place the concealer. For me, it's under my eyes, my chin, bridge of my nose, under my brows, and you guessed it, we are tapping it on. Before setting everything in place, I'm going to apply this liquid contour bronzer from Rare Beauty. This product is stellar. A little goes a long way, so I'm going in with a light hand. And this is where you apply your contour in areas where you want definition, cheekbones, jawline, etc. Apply the contour though slightly higher than your natural cheekbones for the illusion of model-like cheekbones. Use a beauty blender if you have one for this step. There's something about blending in a liquid contour with a damp sponge. It gives a golden goddess, red carpet, luxe look to your overall makeup. I'm using a brush because I didn't feel like getting up, so anyway. Time to set it in place. Start with your T-zone. I want you to be mindful of how much you apply. We're not trying to add more coverage here, so make sure you are using a translucent powder meant to set, otherwise known as baking. You can see how much I love this highlighter. Creating a C from the high points of your cheekbones going up to the temples of your forehead is going to be the placement. Anywhere else you want a slight sheen will be like the bridge of the nose, Cupid's bow. Please don't overdo it with the highlighter, unless that's your intention, of course. Rose gold highlighters are going to be more forgiving with darker skin tones. Gold, when not applied correctly, can look like a chunk of gold on the side of your face. Someone had to say it. Okay, blush. Blush is my favorite step. Apply your blush on the high points of your cheekbones, and depending on your face shape, you can apply it straight or more diagonal. I like my cheekbones to be nice and high, so I'm gonna go more diagonal. This is a beautiful dark skin girl friendly blush from NYX called Better Than Before. Okay, you guys still there? Type blush in the comment section if you're still here before we move on to eyes. Eyeshadow primer is way more effective than face primer, so I would suggest switching to an actual eye primer rather than face primer or concealer on the eyes before eyeshadow application. Set in place using your translucent powder. Don't forget to go up to the brows and grab your brow gel. Using an upwards motion, comb through your brows and angle them down at the end, just like so. Once this sets, all you need to do is fill in the gaps. Setting with the translucent powder gives more grip for the gel. That way, you have gorgeous groomed brows all day. Keeping eyeshadow simple, we're using only 3 shades here. So grab your favorite eyeshadow palette. I'm using this one here from Adept Cosmetics. So out of the 3, first one is going to be this light beige here. Using a medium shadow brush, start where the bottom arch of your brow is and go down. Be sure to blend it in for a seamless look and your eyeshadow doesn't look so choppy. Same shade will be going in your inner tear duct to help widen and lift your eyes as well. The only difference is I'm using a smaller domed brush. Your eyeshadow should look like this before moving on. Now adding definition or contouring the eye, use a deeper shade in your crease. It's important to go in with a light hand for this step because this is a darker color and less forgiving if you mess up. I'm using small circular motions with light pressure in my crease building up to the boldness I want. Same shade on the outer 2/3 of my lower lash line. And then third and final shade will be a pop of color. Pick and choose your pop of color. This will be mine here that I will be applying on my lid. Shimmery eyeshadow is best applied using a sweeping motion to prevent so much fallout on the cheeks. If you have hooded eyelids, you must go higher than your natural lid, otherwise what's the point, right? Going in with a nude pencil in my waterline, keeping this look fresh and simple. And eyeliner on top will be totally optional. This is a newer mascara from Lancome called the Lash Idol Curl Goddess Mascara. It's been a recent favorite of mine. Top and bottom 2 coats for mega lashes. If you're not applying your bottom lashes like this already, I would suggest you try it. Basically, tilt your head down but look up into a mirror. It definitely makes a difference and makes it easier to apply. Time to fill in any gaps in my brows from earlier. Look at the difference. I'm gonna do the other side off camera, but this is non-intimidating makeup, dark skin girl friendly that you can follow along another time, just in case you forget, and wear this look. Now let's put some color on these lips. I struggle finding the perfect nude lip liner for my skin tone, so I use an espresso brown black eyeliner. This one is from Estee Lauder, and it's waterproof, so it comes off when you take it off. Perfect. Okay, so nude pink lipstick, so you know where this is going. Brown lip liner, lippy with the pink nude lip, glossy lips. This combo looks so good on everyone, I swear. You see how choppy that looks? I want the transition to look smoother, so I'm applying Film Noir by MAC right in between the lip liner and the lipstick. See? Yeah, that looks way better. Go ahead and add your gloss, and voila. Beautiful. Okay, home stretch is going to be finishing touches. These are minor details at the end that make your makeup last longer and keep your makeup photo smooth ready as you go on about your day. This is a finishing powder from Charlotte Tilbury. I like to use this at the end in my T-zone and right below my contour there for a gorgeous, smooth, long-lasting finished look. This side doesn't have any of the finishing powder and I didn't do any cleanup. The other side does. Look at that difference. It is looking just a little bit powdery there, but once I put on setting spray, that will go away. How to do your makeup step by step and dark skin girl friendly. If you end up recreating this look, I would love to see a selfie. Drop it in the comments. Okay, friends, if you learned anything in today's video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I'll see you next week with a brand new video. As always, stay fabulous. Bye.